So this was earlier the kitchen area, and it was a small kitchen along with extension and area for servants' quarter with an attached servants' toilet. So the square feet area comes to, in all, the total square feet area comes to around 130 square feet, including the bathroom. And that was the plan, because as per Vastu also this area was very ideal for the bedroom. So let's dive in the renovation. So we are entering the son's bedroom now. So for the door, what I have used is merino laminate, and these are vertical line fluted laminate. And even for the framing, I have used the same material over here. And if you see, all the edges are completely chamfered, so that gives a good blend. And talking about the hardware, I have gone for antique shade of the fittings. These are by Decor, and these are again by computerized key. We have 4 computerized keys, so in case of if you want to exchange your keys, or if you just want to have a backup of additional keys, there are 4 computerized keys which comes with the entire set. Now when we are going ahead, we are entering the room now. So I would just like to highlight one small detail over here. Subhan, if you just come and highlight this part. So when we open this door, usually what happens is this gets rubbed to the entire surface, and that is how there are scratches created. So to avoid that, what I have done is I have created a small niche kind of surface here, so it doesn't rub. The same laminate has been pasted inside, and this has been finished by paint. Now talking about this door, the theme of this room is grey and white with a little bit of blue. So there are ideally 3 shades which I've used here: grey, white and blue. Blue also, there are 2 shades of blue. As we travel throughout, I'll be explaining you the other shade variation of the blue shade. For the door, I have kept grey and white as the theme. So this portion is a bit raised and this is a bit inside. The same flow I have carried on for the entire panel, so that the entire thing looks in one flow. So this is for the door. Now this entire area is the wardrobe area. So this section is for used clothes. So I have provided with 2 layers of hangers, I mean knobs, wherein you can use the complete section. For all the bottom, I have gone for drawers. So these are also the soft close drawers by Hafele. So the rest, because I didn't wanted the wardrobe, the regular one, I have gone for a profile section here. So you see the lights, there are automated lights here, and this is the wardrobe configuration. So when we open the wardrobe, what you see here is again an open section with 2 drawers. These are locker drawers. This is one with glass fascia, so it becomes easier for identification. And this, the client wanted a, I mean, this is all customized as per client's requirement. So here they wanted to have clear surface, so that is how we have gone for clear surface. The rest is again tall section, which is the hanging section, and above that is the loft area. So hinges also, which I've used, is by Hafele. These are black profile with fluted glass. So if you see, these are fluted glass. So same extension is here in the third section, but here it was very clear that they just want hanging at the top, and this section they wanted to be completely blank. So later on, they, to stack some boxes or to keep any things which comes in bigger volume, this plays a good add-on. Again, the top is the loft section, followed by the drawer. In this room, I had a flexibility where I was in a position to give 2 tall drawers, I mean 2 tall sections for used clothes. So this is again one additional section wherein your used clothes or anything which you want to just tie, you can just tie that. Moving ahead, here we have the section which is for your electrical. This is the electrical MDB, and again you have section where you can keep other utility things in place. This is a beam, so this is hidden, but because of the design you feel that there is storage there. This is a dedicated shoe rack which I've given for this room. This is their son's bedroom, and he has a fetish for shoes. So just to keep multiple shoe set, we have given the shoe rack over here. Now this is also one door. This is basically a door which is an access from outside. So just to meet the design flow, I have kept it same with the same design so that it doesn't stand out as if it is a door. In case if they want to access this room from outside, they can definitely access that. So there are two deadlocks which I've provided here. So that is how you don't come to know that this is basically a door. For handle, I have just given a recession over here. So I have not, because I didn't wanted this door to be visible. This is just a recession by which you can just pull once the deadlock is open. You can have place your fingers here and this gets open. For framing, again the grey laminate. Most of the laminates here in this house which I've used are by Merino. And this is again the beam section which is again camouflage in paint. Now traveling again, this is an imported wallpaper which I've used, and if you see the wallpaper is going in the entire flow of the room. This is a side table. Side table specifically I've made a rounding, and again these drawers are soft closed by halfway. So this is how the drawer pulls in. This is the electrical control for this room. I mean, I have given two bedside controls so that becomes convenient for the user. Now one section which I would like to highlight here is this beam. I had this beam and this was a passage. So while designing this bedroom, this entire area, I mean this and blending this was a big challenge. So this beam was actually acting as a hurdle. To avoid that, if you can see the design of the ceiling, I have gone for a curvature over here and I have gone for a LED cove light, so that what happens is this entire beam gets blended in so well that now it is looking as if we have highlighted the area with this design. So many a times we need to play with different concepts wherein your challenges comes as a design question later on. Now this is the bed. If talking about the bed, is again 6.5 by 5.5. For headboard, I have gone for L headboard here. Usually we see only the headboard till the bed, but I've gone for L headboard. This headboard could have been extended here as well, but I didn't wanted that because it would have become very loud. So this again is a straight section followed by the side table. This is the headboard. Two side tables at both the sides. For bed, I have 4 drawers. I have given 4 storage drawers here. So that becomes the regular bedding becomes very much accessible. So most of my videos you see the storage I've explained in other videos also. In case if you want to revisit that, you can definitely surf my YouTube channel and go and understand the detailing of the bed storage as well. Moving ahead, this was the entry area and this is the area where the TV is going to be placed. So this was a TV unit. I have 3 drawers here. Now I didn't wanted, I have given glass surface here, but I wanted completely no visibility here. So I have created a notch, and in the notch we have fixed this glass. This is a sandwich glass. So if you see, this is completely opaque. This is completely opaque. But because of glass, it adds a different design quotient and a design statement. This is a section which I've provided open because in future he might go for a sound system. So just to place the woofer, he wanted a surface. If not, any artifact or anything highlighted could be placed here. Now this is a study table, but this study table is loose. I mean, this is loose in the sense it is not at all fixed. It has just 2 drawers wherein they can use it for storage, stationery related or anything related to papers, and anything could be stacked here. This section, what you see here, I had used HDHMR. This is a blend of design, I mean vertical rafters here, so followed by broad rafters. So I have made this in HDHMR. The grooving, if you see, is all rounding groove. I have not gone for V grooves. I have gone for rounding groove, and I have just have this slits just to add design element. So the entire thing, while the start of the video I had explained you that there are use of blue which I have used. So this is again a blue shade, but it has a shade of blue and grey. So this is bluish grey, and for accent I have used dull gold accent over here. So if you see, the accent of dull gold is not too much, it is very minimal, but it is adding a substance in the entire wall. As I mentioned you, he has a fetish for shoes. So these are sections wherein different shoes. He wants to highlight the different shoes which he has. So this will be highlighting for the shoe section. This is a storage for the dresser. He didn't wanted a particular typical kind of dresser. So this is a storage which we have given for the dresser. Now this mirror, if you see, he was very clear that he wants a open, he wants a mirror which is not the typical mirror. So this mirror can be moved. There are, if you see here, there are slots wherein we can just unstack it and keep it vertically. So this is that mirror section. This is again a blue shade. He was very much firm of having a blue element. I had tried with bottle green as well. My recommendation was bottle green, but somehow his concept was very clear that he wants a blue. So that is how this blue is coming here in picture. So this blue I have just used for this section. Nowhere else in the room you find blue. So the combination is lighter, but at the same time we have a darker accent here. For electrical, if you see here, I have gone for Legrand. I've gone for champagne with dark grey, graphite grey switches. So for the entire house, I had used two electrical brands. One is Legrand and the other is Morris's. Morris's we have used for the living room. We haven't used it here, but here it is exclusively Legrand. So all the bedrooms as we travel, you will find Legrand champagne with graphite grey switches. So that's it from my end for this room. Thank you.